Time is the enemy, the past, it threatens the fastest weapon. You wouldn't make it past a second, and that's the question. Play it brash and reckless, or choose a cautious solution you thought was prudent. In any sepulcher, pulchritude will become the putrid. It's that wealth that I'm pursuing. No mountain too steep or dungeon too deep to send expendable marks up to the top of the peak or beneath. They see you bleed, they come like sharks to it, while I swim in that money bin like Carl Barks drew it. So send your national parks druid, I'll send him home in a natural box with a closed top and most of the parts included. Save your breath for a cleric confessor. Death is a lesson and life is a tenured professor. But if you're seeking my official advice, sign on the dotted line, initial it twice.
Okay, so a lot of times you take this opportunity at the beginning of the show to put some of your fucking horse shit in here, so I'm just gonna clear the deck.
I know.
Anything you'd like to say, Ryan Hartman?
Floor is yours, Ryan.
All right. We're gonna rant about Macklemore.
We can.
I'll bring that one back. All right. Number one, I don't like his haircut. Number two,
He disowned it, by the way.
did he?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because all
But
the
he
Nazis
kept
stole
it.
it.
Yeah.
I'm ready to play.
Oh, okay, here, yeah, that's
Yeah, wait, put me on blast. I was giving you a
you did it to
smooth
yourself.
intro on this one.
I played myself, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, congratulations.
I've seen the GIF. Hello, I am Tycho Brahe of Penny Arcade and PAX. I am also Ominifus Hereward Drawn, CEO of Acquisitions Incorporated. But today, I'm Jerry Holkins, and I'm gonna run a game of Dungeons and Dragons for my friends. To my right, Dragonborn Narcissist Janar Blitzen.
Yay!
I like it. Keep that energy cranked. To the right of my right, repping the natural world, Walnut Dawn Grass Concron.
The lock in.
Yeah, it's like a.
You know what? No, it's like two wing-shaped. It's like a Voltron thing, like two wing-shaped robots. Like,
Well, no, I don't like it anymore.
No,
what?
ruined it.
God
No.
damn it! You took that from me. To my left, not your grandma's grandma, except in those rare cases where she is your grandma's grandma, Rosie B. Stinger.
Whoa!
Oh my God!
So heavy.
It's
Heavy in the middle, and now you have made Dad
Have to
come
crawl
over here
around.
and have to
Yeah,
get
get on
your
your hands
dice.
and knees, Dad.
Okay.
I found that D4.
Is it the Valentine's Day episode?
Yeah, exactly.
All over
Dude,
again.
that one was cranked up. Actually, there was a lot of
Ooh,
heat.
get on your hands and knees, Dad. I'm sorry I said that.
I don't think it's
And
sexual.
yet,
And
Yet the clip exists.
exactly, forever. The internet's forever, okay? Maybe you've heard about it. To the left of my left,
looks so sad.
emerging as though from a mist shroud, Cathris Drow.
Whoa! And it's yours today for
Whoa!
you. Welcome.
In case anybody forgot, these are drow hand jobs. Just a reminder.
it is true.
That is true.
You bring
It
it
is
back.
known.
Now, gathered throng, the Shadow Council, now that we've extricated ourselves from those waffle crew brigands,
Fiends.
we can come right back to it. Now, just so you know, a point of order, new business, as some say. The episodes, this episode and the next episode, sort of predate the Waffles Inc. crossover extravaganza. So one more episode, and then you can freely and with joy in your heart consume it. But if you have already, it's perfectly fine. Just know that these events occur prior.
None of us are gonna die.
Nope, guaranteed. So we can do
Guaranteed.
whatever we want. Because
Yep.
we know we're going to survive at least another 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Let's go crazy.
We don't know about that.
Oh.
Because this is Dungeons and Dragons. So
Oh, I was here to play Dungeons
I
and
was here for-
Dragons.
That's different Pathfinder.
sorry, well, we're gonna have to set up another time. A vital piece of information. Dad has just put up a special piece of info, which is to say that the Waffles Inc. crossover event will be available in its entirety. Is that podcast and YubTub?
And
Pot-
Twitch. And Twitch Tub.
And TwitchTub.
Oh, wow.
In a collection. So any of the ways
Tub
that
thumping.
yeah, we'll be singing. So any of these scenarios, any of the ways that you typically consume what our paymasters have begun to refer to as content. Any way that you like to get it, you'll be able to get it on the channels that you expect. Now, yes, 3 p.m. Pacific time or Pacific Daylight Time or whatever that horseshit is right now on Friday. Freitag. Now, when last we saw our heroes, they were ensconced one might say, deep, deep in the earth below the unassuming and humble city of Red Larch. Indeed, a city so humble and unassuming that it is conceivable that one might found a draconic cult underneath the living flesh of the town, and one may not discover it, perhaps until it is too late. It is clear at this point, friends, that the weapon shipments that went to Welver's Hasty and Tasty have already begun to be carried down deep below the earth in a kind of dragon cult chapel, a strange circle, 5 points, and a altar of no less than 20 feet in length, carved to indicate the 5 heads of the Great Mother Tiamat. All this and more can be found beneath the surface of Red Larch. Our very clever mortal team, deeply, profoundly mortal, I want to emphasize that, has just found their way to this summoning circle. Dinar Blitzen, in what is no doubt the manifestation of a lifelong dream, has been transformed into an authentic dragon by his friend Walnut Dongrass. There's the occasional air quote for those on the podcast. Now,
I thought you meant his lifelong dream was to
Become friends with Walnut.
to put a grandma in his mouth.
exactly.
That's right.
Oh, no, and there is indeed, at this moment, a mouth-born grandma situated well within the cross.
She's mouth-sized.
No, indeed. And there's also a spooky red dragonborn who seems to crave evil too much. Now, Cthulhu Draub, in this, guys, would you be willing to give me a few evil quotes
Ooh.
from this individual, so just so that we can get a sense of
sound bites.
how profoundly evil this entity is?
Oh, I hope Tiamat does it really bad this time.
That's so evil.
Oh man, can't trust that guy.
I truly
Oh no, it's Donald Duck. It's an evil duck.
is a duckborn. No,
Yes.
a profoundly evil figure, as he has just demonstrated.
Enough to scare any real cultist.
Indeed, and in an effort to discover some, the nature of the hierarchy here, and perhaps derive some information from it, our hero Dinar Blitzen, exiled Janari prince, approached a person who had sort of satellite bodyguard acolytes with them. That seemed like a good indication of status in this place. The very last line that we were heard to say was, "Hello, Dinar." And this came from the highest of the high that he could detect in this space with his deeply accurate set.
What happened?
Did you run out of power on the thing we said?
No,
Oh.
Bling.
I'm just trying to verify something. Is the cauldron?
The cauldron just tipped before the intro ended, folks.
What?
Is this correct?
It is. You played yourself again.
Congratulations, Jim.
Oh no.
Congratulations.
Oh no.
You're sitting there dicking around, and now the cauldron tipped.
Okay. Well, I did not expect that.
Now whatever you wanted to do is ruined.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I can take it from here.
Now Chris Perkins takes over.
Yeah, exactly.
Comes up from below the table.
It was very fun. It was very fun to give Chris Perkins a taste of that kind of D&D we play here. So that is the last moment. This entity, this high priestess of some kind, knows your name and your identity, even though you are to all visible and indeed olfactory signs a young red dragon wormling.
What does this priestess look like?
She is perhaps about 6 feet in height,
Okay.
Nice.
pale skin,
Okay.
the hair that you can see behind the common cult mask. Of course, we have other servants of Tiamat that are busy sort of boiling around the projects elsewhere in this subterranean cavern. But up here, nearer the altar, there is a substantial alteration in the mode of dress. And so here we find masks. None seem to be exactly the same in their manufacture, but all manifest that strange five-pointed crown that you would see and have seen multiple times, just manifesting itself from the natural world.
Right. And you said something about hair?
Oh, indeed. Her hair is almost a silver white.
Okay.
And as I've said, you can see that it is emerging from behind the mask in places.
Okay.
But even from here, the sides are shaved clean down.
Okay.
And on the left side of her head, underneath the shaved hair, you can see what is very plainly a deep scar underneath the hair that has tried with true enthusiasm to grow over it.
But it looks super sick.
Oh, it's hardcore as hell. Yeah, she's cool AF.
Okay. Do we recognize her voice?
She's one of your favorite YouTubers.
Really?
Yes.
Jenna Marbles?
Dodger?
I will tell you and the audience with pride, I could not name one.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, you could.
Look in the mirror, Jerry.
Tanacon.
Yeah.
But I think her name is
boy.
Tanacon. See, that's how much I don't know.
Yeah.
No.
Now, it's possible. You may have to think about it. It's not clear. It isn't.
Rosie thinks about it.
It isn't instantaneous.
Okay.
The warloot is probably a more a closer suggestion.
Great.
As is the apparent familiarity with your party.
Good. Great.
Good. Loving it. But she doesn't know who I am.
That's what I was going to
You're
ask her.
wheezed. You're riding on him as a wheeze, right?
Yeah, I'm in the wing. I don't know
you're
if I'd be.
tucked.
I don't know if I'd be getting anything off of this yet. Yeah.
No, not yet. You're probably tucked down in there in the safe wing.
I would say, what? Dinar, what? What?
That's your dragon.
Who is Dinar?
Yeah. What's your dragon name?
Oh, I am
It's got to be a lot of
Denier.
Denier?
Yeah.
You hear
De
from,
Beers.
You hear from inside the mouth this muffled Denier?
Yeah, but it's like the mouth is hanging slightly open so you don't suffocate.
Yeah.
She's like,
But
She says, please continue. I'd like to get as much entertainment out of this as I can.
you have me at
A disadvantage, man.
something of a loss, yes. Who are you?
Oh. She removes the mask, and this is obviously Brahma Ludier, although very different than when you last saw her
Yeah.
in the Civil War that shredded Scala.
Then
And not just the hair and the scar. Oh no.
What else?
This is a woman who's even when her gaze is fixed has a distant quality to it.
so then I would say, hello, Brahma.
do I hear that?
Yeah.
He's a big dragon.
Yeah.
Oh
Big
yeah,
dragon.
from probably right along. You can
Rumbling.
hear it resonate like underneath the wing, just from this cavernous lung capacity. You can hear the name.
I turn back into Walnut immediately.
Fall on ground.
Yeah, I'll be standing next to him and have my hand on him because I'm a little shook. I'm a little Baba shook right now.
Fight your way out of like my.
Yeah, okay, so
Just
it's
like-
completely unceremonious. So
Yeah.
I'm like,
No, like
It's like getting out from under a parachute. It's like.
Oh yeah, okay. It's like a dice, like in a dice tower. It's just
Yes.
tum, 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 tum.
yeah, and yeah, she's got like a leg stuck. She gets her boot untucked. And she just stares at her. And in disbelief.
I'm saying, so, got a new job. How's that going?
Look around.
Yes, look around, you fool. Woo!
She says, "That's enough,"
I know.
and waves her hand. So, but I'm gonna let the "I know" happen while you're still the red dragonborn.
All right.
Rosie
I know.
I just remember it.
Rosie knocks on the roof of Denier's mouth. Like, all right, let me out, please. She tumbles out, all wet.
She says, "This is like a county fair."
Your face is like a county fair. God, I hate you.
I draw my sword. And I say, "Who are you?"
She says, "Who are you?"
Oh,
Whoa.
shit.
And I say, "Wrong answer." And I attack her.
This is great. Let's get some initiative going.
Yes, Rosie is right
Oh,
behind.
so I'm still a dragon.
Yeah, same.
He gets all the stats of a drago.
Dragon stats.
Dragon stats.
Dragons always go first in combat.
That's
Is that true?
Jerry.
I'm gonna go real slow today.
That's a 6.
All right.
Ooh, 16.
8.
4.
Okay, so give me those numbers again.
4.
6 for
Dinar.
Denier.
Nice.
Denier.
What else we got?
8 for Rosie.
Okay. Not good.
4 for me.
Yeah, well, calm
Send
down.
me to the
Crash. How about you, Walnut?
16.
Ooh, that's quite good.
See?
You
Second.
go at exactly the same time. So this could be great.
You guys charge at each other.
Yes. All right, so I pull out Foremother and cast Flame Blade, which we flavored that
It has green flame
green flame
at home. I want to
erupts
see the emote, obviously.
on the blade of Foremother, my scimitar. And I do a melee spell attack, so let's see. And I'm gonna take advantage on this boy.
Yeah,
Because
get it.
Walnut's
On this premium boy.
She mad.
so mad.
It's a different die than I normally have.
Do you not like it?
Yeah,
It's
just
beautiful.
It's a 21 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, great.
Just one.
And then I get to do 3d6.
That's plump.
I'm just like, did Perkins steal something else? Yeah. He took our DM screen. Did he take my die too?
Stole our hearts.
Stole our
10 damage.
He stole my players for a couple games. 10 damage?
10 damage, and there's 10 feet of bright light. So if anybody
Green?
doesn't like bright light,
Like
then
green light.
yeah,
Yeah, it's like
Just like a
spectral.
searing light.
Like spectral or natural?
10 feet of bright light.
Sure.
In like a line? What is it?
I would say natural light.
Yeah, like sunlight.
It's a G
Like even
soft white.
underground in this
Even
place.
underground in a
40 watts.
natural,
Yeah, like 40
natural
watt.
light.
Equivalent.
if you will.
the dimmer.
Right. So you, with a like as quick as a flash, she raises her left hand up to catch the blow.
Oof.
And it, the blade connects with something hard underneath the robe,
Ew.
and even though she was able to catch it in time, you push it down a full foot. So then underneath the blade, she tries to stab at your belly.
Sure. Oh my God. What's she do?
She rolls 16.
She gets me.
She does get you.
No, Jerry.
8 points.
Okay.
It is at that time. No. If you would be so kind.
Ugh.
Before I get to even go,
Man, I'm a dragon. Let me be a dragon.
Let me be a dragon one time.
let me do just one turn of dragon.
My wings. The.
It would be in the monster manual, huh?
Oh yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. What are you looking for?
Some dragon stats.
you need that young dragon.
Dude, young dragon.
Elder dragon.
Dude, I was just gonna say young dragon. This should be most of what you need here, Mon Frere.
Nice.
Yeah. There you go.
Nice.
Mixtape dropping soon. At the brilliant flash of light off the bracer, At the moment this dagger catches you and strikes you twice.
Oof.
Once in the body, once in the heart.
Figuratively or?
No, so the massive altar, you hear it looks perfectly solid, but as that knife connects, a wave of dread seems to wash out like a physical property from the center.
Okay.
And as though sleeping or in perfect repose, a massive, terrifying dragon head and neck emerges from the center of this platform, accompanied by maybe 100 gallons of a silver fluid that washes out over the entire circle and appears to have a reaction of some kind with the metal or platinum inlays around the symbol. And then its eyes open and it breathes haughtily. So this blue dragon's face has a couple features that certainly I, as a dungeon master, find very unpleasant. You may find them unpleasant as well. Just part of the natural way their faces are constructed. They have these unpleasant splits in the low right and left sides of the face, little chambers.
Ew.
And the face itself is something like a bat's, a sort of flat, smashed thing with a preponderance of air holes around and a cruel face beneath it that surrounds a couple small yet stately horns that rise up, and its mouth opens with delight. Thank you very much, Josh. Rosie Beestier.
What? Okay.
How big is his head, like, as
Yeah.
it relates to us?
Oh my God.
I mean, it's sizable, I imagine.
It's
Big boy.
impossibly large.
Like a bus? Like a human bus?
Like a couple buses,
Okay.
back to
Wow.
back.
Real
Yikes.
deal big. Okay.
That's a very big
How much damage
dragon.
did you just take?
8. Okay.
Next up, we got the Rosie Bee Sting.
Well, that changes things a little. It's all excited. You just got stabbed, so this dragon can wait. Rosie's gonna pull out some Gramomancy. Gramomancy in this case would be fueled by rage and a protectiveness of Walnut. So I think what happens is that she,
Oh, you're gonna dish up some of the real shit.
I think that she would cause like little roots of shadowy plant tendrils to grow up out of the ground and snake up Brahma's legs to hold her in place.
Yeah.
So that like she can't lunge for you, she can't move. But this would be to imprison her and to try to restrain her feet, but maybe also her arms, whatever she can grow.
You're
out of this ground.
you're trying to get something like the effects of a hold
Yes.
person type
Correct.
spell
Yeah.
out of it. Absolutely. I like this description, and it brings me joy.
Thank you.
So definitely on the surface, it has elements of the gardens you've grown your entire life. Very, very close examination. You can see that it's all made from, like the anger underneath it has made them all right angles, impossibly sharp at their edges, like a new genre of thorn. Next up, Narva Sen. Excuse me, Denier.
Denier. Denier Blortson.
Blortson.
Yeah, Denier Blortson.
It's like the mall cop.
So Denier, having the ability to fly, is gonna fly, because that's fun.
Get up.
End of turn. No. This is yay! I've always wanted to fly. I want to fly, and then I want to shoot fire at
You can get all those cronies.
Are there? Yeah. What's our?
Dude, there's-
who are we engaged
Dude,
with?
this is. You didn't know that it was happening here, but you think that you might have inadvertently stumbled onto CronyCon 2018.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Firefest. It's about to be
Yeah.
in that. It's poorly
Dude, I was
organized.
just.
A lot of refunds, lawsuits involved.
No, I mean,
Terrible sandwiches.
no, I mean,
Yeah,
it goes down. I mean, item by item.
I mean, I'm gonna have Ja Rule promote it on Instagram. Promote this fire breath attack, Ja Rule. So we've got.
He did.
Oh, what? Oh man.
Oh,
I
it's
don't know.
just
I didn't
beep,
write my
beep.
check, sucker.
Amy?
I just read what the damage is on this attack.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's nasty.
It's nasty.
So,
Yeah, so,
I want to fly up
even now,
just because he's
they're-
gonna fly.
Exactly. Like I said, these other camps, to the left and right, they have begun to marshal forces to rush up toward the center.
Okay, well, if there's ads coming, I was trying to pick between this Ghost Dragon Head or Brahma, but if there are ads coming and this is an AoE, I will go after the ads.
So you're gonna belch
Yeah,
column.
flame breath.
Yeah.
15-foot cone. Everyone must make a DC 13 Dex saving throw or take 24 fire damage on a failed save. It's just I don't have to roll anything.
24 fire damage on a failed save. Take half.
7d6. Oh, is that just
Yeah.
if I don't
So-
feel like rolling? Is that what that
Exactly.
means?
Exactly.
It's
You-
Oh, well, then I might as well roll the-
average damage.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, when do you get to roll that many
Yeah,
dice,
when I
right?
get the roll.
Here, you can take mine too.
I'll donate.
You have
Boss.
my dice.
Yeah.
You'll have my die.
You want more?
Need one more?
10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That's 18.
Two
and
more.
I got two more. 18
Ooh,
plus 11.
29.
Yeah,
man.
I beat the average.
Take that average damage.
See, that's a victory, right?
Yeah.
So let me grab a save for this group as they come up, which they do not.
Yeah.
So you take to the air. What is Denier Blortsin's first thought as he takes to the sky?
Oh, he would be like a child. He'd be like, "Look at me, Rosie! Look at me!" Me! Because that was something
Great, sweetie.
That was something I wrote in Dinar's characters thing that's never come up. He starts with a climbing kit, and I wanted to make it that he was not afraid of flights, that he loved heights.
Yeah.
He wished he had wings, and he never had wings. I was always going to have him climbing stuff, and it just has never naturally come up. So now we can finally reference it. He loves flying. He always wanted to fly.
Oh, this is very cute.
No one ever knew.
And now he's going to murder a bunch of people.
Yeah, and then when he eventually turns back into a dragonborn while he's in the air, he's going to fall on someone.
It's polymorph blast.
It lasts.
Concentrate. That's what I was going to say. You can't do other spells.
She can't do other concentrates.
I can't do other concentrates, so
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Yeah, instant stuff is fine.
So it's forever concentrate? Or
It was like an hour, right?
Let me look at it.
I thought you said an hour.
I think it was an hour.
I thought, yeah.
It's an hour.
Yeah.
But I don't think you fall out of the air. Maybe you do. It's funnier if you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not with
Well,
one of them.
we'll
It's
cross
gonna be a thing
that
where
bridge
you get
when I
one,
fall.
you have like one
from it.
wing, and then you can. So here's what happens.
You're dead.
No, so you gain enough altitude to come down and then sweep over this group. As your jaw drops.
Everyone's jaw drops.
Exactly. And this
So cool.
exactly, and you just play this curtain of fire back and forth over these.
I feel like we would all legitimately be impressed with Denier right now. Like, we would all be kind of
Blurtzen.
like, wow, he's really doing it.
Yeah. So they
I'm doing it.
they wither. Just an entire group of those who have come to this central place to make a difference were unable to. Cthulhu.
I would like look around for another red dragon nearby and just go, Dinar, get in the fight. This thing's saying it's killing its own men.
He's lost his mind.
I want to know, what is it that I know about this ritual and this altar? Because I want to screw it up.
Nice.
Yeah, you don't. I mean, you are going to have to be. That's going to have to be what you do.
Okay.
end to end, while fielding questions from a hostile audience.
Wouldn't like a nat 20 religion check do it?
Well, yeah, but I mean, again, that would be his action, is what
Okay,
I'm
I
saying.
see.
Because this is insane.
I assume so. No, I didn't think I'd be like, I'll attack and then I'll look at it.
It's huge. The altar itself is an insane construction. You have no idea what it could even be made of.
Okay. Because I'm imagining it as, again, like runes on the ground, but you're saying like there's inlays. Who knows how many layers this thing has?
Yeah, and the bizarre nature of the cavern itself. Indeed, it's the agent of its manufacture is itself a completely is beyond the stars.
Dang it.
What? But this is Dungeons and Dragons. You can do whatever you want. I'm not saying it's a fool's errand. I'm just saying that would be what Cthulhu contributes.
Yeah, I would want to look around, seeing as this. I mean, they didn't just finish it for our benefit right now.
No.
What other preparations are being? It is done.
Well, indeed, and and even in the middle of this, those whose task it is to perfect it and cleanse it are still doing so. They're trying to get this interplanar liquid away from the rings themselves.
No. The liquid's going to stay. Show me these people.
Oh, there's a selection. As I suggested, that's why you were drawn originally to Brahma in this context, was that they were being instructed by the base of her boot. So there's plenty here calling to each other, doing their best to perfect this while they're clearly being engaged by a hostile force.
All right. Yeah. I want to name, if you wish to name a target, a military target.
Oh, absolutely. So you basically want to make it your task?
Yeah. If anybody's
acolytes?
doing altar maintenance, I'm going to wipe them out so that it's not finished yet.
Well, absolutely.
Perfect.
Yeah, they are completely engaged in this task, like hands and knees engaged in it.
Okay. Yeah, let's toll some dead.
Get him.
Let's bring that
Toll it up.
who's there? There's like,
Just at the as I suggested, there is the altar at the center.
Right.
There are these 5 lines that come in sort of equidistant around the circumference of it that go to the altar itself, and then there's the ring out. So at any point intersecting these things, someone is almost certainly trying to perfect and cleanse it.
Okay. Well, then whoever's closest to me, they can be
Whoever is unfortunate enough.
prepare to be told.
Oh, they're going to get told.
They're gonna get told.
Gonna get told.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Wisdom 15.
I love it.
What we got? I'll tell you.
Oh, he got told.
Oh, good. Thank goodness. So he's going to receive, it's 2d8. An unfamiliar shape for me.
A lot for a cantrip.
It's nuts.
And it's more if he's injured already.
Oh, yeah, it's
So
12.
that's 8 damage to him.
Absolutely. Now, what did we determine the sound of that tolling is? It's a crystalline glass,
It's a
like a
crystalline-
squeak, like the way that like glass breaks when it's twisted.
I want you to imagine a tube, like a tubular bell, but this one is made of glass.
Okay.
And it is struck, but it splinters. So it does ring, but you also hear,
Like right at the end, it's just
beautiful.
dust.
yeah.
Absolutely. Almost, yeah, exactly. Almost as though a physical piston has connected with him down at the level of his torso. He is just flung into the darkness at the edge of the cavern.
Yes. Pissed out.
Ring out.
Walnut Donggrass, what's next?
So being restrained and me being stabbed, we're engaged in this mortal combat here.
That's what I needed. That's what I wanted.
I'm trying to set up for some role play. Can you just like help me get?
keep doing it?
Can you help me get?
calm down.
No. All right. Yeah. Okay. So me Walnut, I'm gonna get up in her face and I'm gonna look at her right in the eyes and I'm gonna go, "Do you remember me now?"
She says, "Oh yes, I do remember a girl. Perhaps you can refresh my memory."
Yucky.
Yeah. And Walnut says, Walnut like laughs to herself and she just says, "You're not her." And let's see, hang on one second. And I'll tell you if I do it. Ooh, a 20.
If I do it,
Does that hit?
Oh, you mean hit? Oh yeah,
To hit?
Definitely.
Okay. Walnut takes her blade and pushes it into her and uses her cantrip Produce Flame,
Oh,
which is
Holy
2d8
crap.
Kokar.
for eight damage. But just imagine, just pushes the scimitar right into her chest and just like flame billows out of it.
Do you get melee damage from the stab too, or just the produce flame?
No, it's just Produce Flame. I was just doing that for flavor.
Okay, that's very good.
For the RPs.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Like it's still caught in that bracer, and then you just push further and burn. Yeah.
I love it. That is delicious.
God.
All right, so so you connect in this moment. She, bound up as she is, she throws the dagger to the ground and then sweeps with the war lute, and then with a gentle flick of her finger,
Thanks.
one of the strings, it appears to be weighted at the end, flings out and then goes around your neck.
Wait, but she's not restrained by my gravimancy?
Well, she's restrained. She can't move. She's right here to be beat on.
Okay. But her arms aren't restrained.
No. The string flings around. Let's see if it is able.
She's like this. She just goes like.
Yeah. Let's see if she's able to connect. 16?
Yeah, she got me.
Okay. As it that weighted string swings around the back of your neck and then connects to the front, she pulls you toward her with the neck of the lute, and she says, "Can you blame me? There have been so many."
It's not her. Not her. It's not her.
How much damage?
7.
What is this construct?
So in this fight, her two acolytes immediately set themselves to some kind of a preparation around the edge of the outer circle. The head, the cruel face that you see, this smashed, unnatural thing, whips out like a scorpion's tail in its speed, and attempts to seize you out of the air.
Oh.
It says you would pretend. Let us show you the genuine article.
Ooh.
Oh God! It just snaps right by you, like and because so you basically as you're sailing, and she is extending her neck behind you, and while it's open, you can see that there's this interplay all between her yellowed fangs of just like thick cords of lightning just bouncing around. Just the natural play of a creature at this scale of power. And then when it snaps its jaws, that snap, it fires out like a sonic boom into the cavern itself. And then it snakes back and withdraws itself. What's up, Rosie Beestinger?
Rosie says to Walnut, "I would have regretted killing Brahma previously, but I think I'm going to enjoy killing this one."
You should know that I also look like I'm at 15 hit points.
Great. I can't do much about that. But
Oh, right. No, I just meant for
For
That
Flair,
you're like
yeah,
about to
you're
kill Brahma, and I'm like,
bleeding out. Yeah. Okay.
Grandma,
So Rosie's
light.
definitely
I
gonna.
see the light.
Rosie's definitely gonna give her the
get her.
juice. Yeah.
Get her.
All of these attacks are going to Brahma. She's not concerned at all about the bodyguards because whatever. Okay.
Our boy in the sky has
15.
got it.
9, 23.
Oof.
Ooh, Jack. And 15. Which one's hit?
17 or higher.
Okay, so only one hits. And that's going to be her martial attack. So these 4 hits are going to go. She's going to need to make a con save to avoid a stunning strike. Con save DC 13, please.
Yes.
And that's only going to be 5 points of damage.
She succeeds.
Okay, so Rosie is clearly verklempt. Like she's
That's okay.
she's really fucked up. She's like half watching Walnut, like making sure that you're not bleeding out, and while also like trying to hit all the soft parts of this person, but she's like phasing out from where I can get her somehow, even though she's restrained. And I probably should have had advantage on all those attacks. Whatever. Yeah, that's I like
Not
this
on my
flavor.
watch.
I like this flavor definitely.
No, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the
Like
seed.
Brahma so
Rosie
much.
would be fighting and be like, Walnut.
Exactly, totally distracted.
Yeah, get out of here. Yeah, like go heal yourself or something.
Denier.
Denier. I was like diner.
Denier.
I like diner.
Welcome to Donar's Diner.
Yeah, Denier. Denier Blortson. I
Yeah.
don't understand what's so hard about this.
I'm gonna write it down.
Yeah,
I had to. How many? Does it? I don't know. What's your evaluation of this? Can I even fight this dragon head? Is it worth attacking the dragon
What would
head?
Denier do?
I would try to fight this dragon
should
head, but
try
if
to
it's like
fight the
ethereal,
dragon head.
well, if it's so ethereal that it's
I think it's a real head of Tiamat coming out of this hole.
Yeah, I don't think this is a dragon.
We don't want the hole to get bigger. I don't. Yeah, I
there
think it's a
could
waste
be
of
more
time.
coming.
okay.
But and Denier too probably wouldn't want to fight a dragon, right? Like you love dragons,
Yeah.
Do you love Tiamat?
No, it doesn't love Tiamat.
right?
Do what Daenerys would do. Doesn't have to make tactical sense.
It's true. Could be a distraction.
WWDD.
Yeah. He would go after. He would go at the head or the altar. He would probably go after one
These
of
are
those two.
all great options.
Where is it in relation to the? So you've got the big platform. You've got the altar at the back of the platform. This big
The
five-headed statue.
altar is actually in the very center of this.
It's in the very center.
Circumference.
And then there's a statue as well. You were saying.
No, it is.
Oh,
it is indistinguishable. It's clearly worked from some
altar, yeah.
strange stone. So it's basically imagine like a sort of like wide throne.
Like
So-
the thing in the kitchen.
As Dinar's flying around this room, and he has an aerial view.
And incredible vision.
Yes, and just speed and strength and charisma to just
And
abounds.
Intelligence, yeah.
Intelligence, yeah. Does he discern from this vantage point any weak points in the altar itself, or any places that could be hurt? You said there's like this liquid flowing into these channels.
Absolutely. In the channels that exist around it going out to an outer ring.
Yeah.
You're not familiar with this material, and
Okay.
so you're not sure. But it's like I say, it's Dungeons and Dragons. Like good
I'm
ideas
just-
get rewarded in this game. So
I'm just trying to figure out exactly
what
we're
to do?
dealing with here.
That's
You guys are
that's
fighting,
reasonable.
and he's so big. That's only going to add more difficulty if he comes over there.
I feel like Dinar would use
Well,
some of
I'm
his,
gonna.
to distract the dragon.
Well,
Like,
I was trying to find a place to focus it.
clearly it wants to talk shit to you. So
I
feel
know.
like this is a good opportunity.
I was hoping.
Yeah, it's like this is your ultimate foe.
I know. I was all right.
Oh,
it.
Well, then he'll go for the.
just so you can't get in trouble.
No, I know. No. I'm just trying to find the right
There's no right
spot.
I don't think there's a right thing here.
I've got the torpedoes. I want to. Where's
Find that
that?
hole.
Where's that valve? Yeah, where's
Find that
the,
port.
the
Yeah.
exhaust
like
port?
Exhaust port.
It's
Where's
just
the
like
exhaust port?
bullseying womp rats in your 216 back home.
Not so. I'm a pretty good pilot myself. All right. The Wrath of Vars Malus. Dinar's ult.
You want to use it?
Yeah, in dragon
Yeah.
form.
Absolutely.
I'm just trying to figure out where to put it. I got all this love and nowhere to put it. It's a deep cut magnolia.
Put it in
All
his
right.
mouth.
The altar?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. The
Yeah.
altar.
Try
Yeah,
it.
do the altar.
Yeah.
So we've never really gone into detail about how exactly this works. I've never rolled for it. I've just auto hit and killed everything. That's
What
ever hit
you
with it.
know when you swing is that the swing itself is accompanied by an assistance of some kind.
Yeah.
In the form of a razor sharp wing strike.
Yeah. So when
Wing attack, like
Adar swings his sword, it's like an AoE. It's a wind scar from Inuyasha.
Yeah.
So I want to do that in dragon form, but with
real wings.
With his wings, yeah.
I love it.
He wants to fly up and do that.
So dope.
So on the dragon or on the or on the base, the altar itself.
I think in the midst of flying around and avoiding the head, he would target the altar itself. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And try to
so basically you're
good.
sailing around this.
I'm sailing away.
Sailing. So you're sailing around this this cruel blue dragon, and it's just snapping, like it's just taking every opportunity it can to impede you.
And it's talking trash, so say something to the effect of
100%.
I'll show you the power of I'll show you my god. I'll show you the power of a real dragon god.
My God is an awesome God.
Yeah.
He reigns. See? We all grow with Jesus.
Yeah. And also with you.
So you're ulting?
Yeah,
Take some
obviously.
discharges, please.
Oh, of course.
Put this man out of his misery.
Look at me.
Yeah. Absolutely. So you come in with the two. You basically bring the wings together.
Yeah. Yeah, in like a very dramatic wing scar fashion.
And then I hit Amy in the face, and she dies in real
Amy?
life.
Fuck is Amy?
I mean, Walnut. Absolutely. So you bring your wings together.
The full weight and fury of Vars Malus down upon this altar.
This is 20 solid points.
Dang.
So
Take that, altar.
It's like striking a kind of purple, something like ice. It actually cracks, or the outer layer of it appears to crack, and you can see that this silvery fluid begins to like leak out of the damage you've made.
How are the cultists who are still there reacting to this attack?
The ones that are out here are crisp. Right now, it's primarily the only thing that you can notice here is this dragon head, which shrieks out.
Okay, all right. I was going to say, how does the dragon react? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Good.
And what
Everybody
about-
else who is around here is doing maintenance.
Okay.
Yeah, dude.
After Dinar Blitzen, of course, we have Kafris Straub.
All right, I see that altar
Get it, boy.
Caw.
split.
That's my dragon
I
call.
see that juice come out.
Yeah, it's fresh.
How is anybody reacting to the juice?
That's what I just asked.
I know, but I'm saying, are they avoiding it? I know they were trying to
The ones
clean it up or
the
get
ones
away.
out here
Yeah.
are continuing to get rid of it. Do you want to see what's happening?
With it?
Yeah, exactly. Give me some of that perception.
Oh, yeah.
Think about the context you're in right now. It takes attention to know these things.
All right, let me take advantage on it, if I may. Ooh, it's a good perceive. What's my perception? Add or addition? Blah. It's 3.
Shut up, cancel. Your servant Kathristraub has offered you a boon. Now, what we have the 2 apple dice. All right, yeah, these are ballin'. Put them in the thing thong.
Those are
Toss them in.
beautiful.
They're exquisite. They're exquisite, and they're going out of the channel right now.
Bless.
Those would be lovely walnut dice, actually.
So you're trying to assess. You're trying to find your next target for Toll the Dead, and then you're watching this happen over here, and as you hear that sort of like crushed ice splinter, you take a quick look back to see how exactly they're doing this, what they're performing, what seems to be the priority.
Yeah.
And you look down and you can see that they are cleaning it by hand. Like they're just trying to smooth it off and polish it. And you can see that there doesn't appear to be skin of any kind any longer on the hand proper.
Ew.
And they're not responding to it. They're not making any big deal out of it. They are just continuing this labor in a single-minded way.
Oh dear.
That's it.
End of turn.
I just watch. I just keep looking.
Just
Start rubbing.
Your zone?
But it's not his nipples, it's his like those
It's just-
circles on
yeah.
his cloak.
Oh yeah, that's what they are.
It's the eggs.
Okay, sorry.
Now I'm swole to dead.
Yeah.
Swole the dead. Cancel the show.
Delete this show.
Can't go on.
All right, at that. Well, okay. I'm gonna have to save that for. Let me think about it. But I'm gonna rotate and throw fairy fire onto Brahma,
Ooh.
Bless.
just to assist.
Thank you.
What do we get for that advantage?
Advantage.
Advantage. It's
Okay.
very good.
Yeah.
Bless.
Yeah. Anything in that 20-foot cube becomes an enemy.
Advantageous.
Is
Bless.
glowing. Easier to
Okay,
hit.
so that's her bodyguards as well then.
Yes.
Excellent.
Bless you.
Okay. All right, I like it. Oh, here. Let me make a note on
This is so hard not to break concentration.
this one. Oh, yeah, I bet, dude. I bet. All right, we go
I
back.
already perfectly did
You
it.
can land.
Walnut.
Oh,
Walnut Dawn Grass.
it's me.
It is your hour.
So
Your foremothers are watching this
I know what to do. That
in
will not
a
break
scrying
concentration.
pool.
Yes,
They want
I
best for you.
cannot do that anymore. I did that too many times today.
Oh.
I am all goofed up on those.
Shape sharped out.
I'm shape sharped out. I'm gonna try something. What do I say? Oh boy.
More dialogue?
Yes, more dialogue.
More dialogue options?
More dialogue options. I look at
It's
this
gonna be Paragon?
amalgamation of Brahma, and I know in my heart that it can't be her. I know what Sorsha told me, and I know in my heart that she died in Scala, and this thing can't be her. And I am like out of spells I can do, and so I reach down and I speak to Foremother, and I use my words,
Your blade words.
my blade words. And I say, Mother of Mothers, help me smite her. And I make an attack on her with that.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And you have advantage, so don't forget.
And I will take it.
Does
That's
blade
an
words
8.
have a mechanical?
We'll find out.
The mechanics,
Whoa.
they're not
Whoa.
known out there, but I know them.
25.
Yeah.
What would I roll for damage on that? Just my regular?
You roll your damage part, and then I'll tell you what happens.
Okay, cool. She's not a lot. 5.
Just a 1d6 for Foremother?
Well, it's a scimitar, right?
Yeah, it's just a scimitar.
Yeah, it's just a common scimitar. Except, just as you remember from the vision, the blade words, when they're spoken on a weapon like this, you can see what look like little sacs in the clear glass of the blade fill with venom. And so you swing mightily and drive this in, and and you know, like extra damage is going through, like it cuts with a new ease. And when the blade connects, you can see that like a deep gash opens on the dragon.
Whoa.
And black blood shoots out over the entire left half of the altar.
So when that happens, because I'm all up close on her, I say, there may have been many, but I'm like no other.
Oh, my girl.
Yeah, this is so great. All right,
Amy, sorry, Walnut, are you proficient with the scimitar? You
yeah.
need to add your proficiency bonus to your damage rolls.
Oh, what is that?
Your proficiency is probably either +3 or +4.
Oh, it's +3.
Yeah, so you get
put that on there. Here, I will make a note of that,
baby.
Oh, you know, I have my +3 to it.
Okay.
So I added +3.
Okay.
It was 5 total.
Okay. Okay.
It's just a, it was just, it was a,
Thank
it was,
you, though.
It was, yeah.
But I didn't know what the +3 was, and now I know.
Okay.
I love it.
Sorry.
This is great.
No, thank you. I learned something
Hey,
today.
we got dungeons, we got dragons.
I like
We got it
We're
all.
having a lot of fun.
This is a great restaurant.
This is good. I'm gonna give it 4 stars. Bread was slow, would have been 5. I don't like the way the concierge looked at me when I came in.
You don't want to fill up on bread though.
No, well, that's a classic mistake.
I would love to hear how I die.
Well, here, what's your AC? Denier?
Moi?
Yeah.
17.
17.
Looking at them.
Okay.
Less than Dinar's.
17.
Isn't that funny?
Isn't that funny? Hey, if you lose all
It's
his
the
hit
little
points,
things.
and
He
it
just
probably
reverts back to Dinar.
full hit points Dinar.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just like wild shape.
Okay. And can you polymorph yourself?
I can. I am a willing subject.
So you have kind of infinite polymorph shapes now? Infinite wild shapes?
I could.
Nice.
I
Nice,
could do
nice,
it.
nice,
It's
nice,
messed
nice,
up.
nice, nice.
It's messed up. That fanfic could happen.
It's too fun. It's too fun.
Too fun, Jerry.
So the dragon rears its head back and opens its mouth, and this does not keep it from cackling in any way. And while this is happening, you can see that charge beginning to grow inside the mouth, and a gleaming column of electricity is emitted after a few moments of capacity building right at Dinar Blitzen.
Do you mean?
Dinar Blitzen. I've written it down.
Near Blortzen.
Does it do the Iron Man? The little spin
Exactly.
up on the
13.
repulsor?
No, I can't have any jokes right now because it's like 10d10. So I need you to.
Jesus.
Oh no.
What'd you say?
Sorry, what?
I heard a 13.
Is
13
that,
dice. You know.
you have to do a save?
Yeah, do I have
A
to do a
DC
save?
13, like Constitution save? Is that what you want?
It's Dex on this.
Dex, okay.
You got no decks.
No. Plus
Come
2
on.
decks.
You want to take advantage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to stay a dragon.
You know.
It's a 12.
Come on, big money.
That's a Uno, so we'll keep the 12.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay. That connects for 62 points.
Still alive.
Wow.
God.
How much HPs you got?
75.
Whew.
Wow.
So you feel very confident that this reprisal is connected in some way with your activity vis-a-vis the altar. You feel like these two things are connected in some way. He hasn't used this yet. So basically this lightning courses through your draconic body, like every aspect. Like you lose physical control end to end
My bladder, my
for
bowels.
for a few seconds. It's gross.
Just pissing and shitting in midair.
Red Dragon Raid.
Dragon rain.
Nobody look at me. I'm sorry, everyone. It hurts real bad.
Praise him.
Don't let him zap you.
You're still trying, dude. Okay, so you changed back to Kithris,
No, I
and
didn't.
you're still trying to curry favor.
No, it'd be funny as if I did change back to Kithris, but that's what Kithris says.
Yeah.
Pray, oh, how great is he?
Do you think stuff like this happens on the waffle crew?
Well, no, they have a
Tasered to till they poop themselves.
no, because the difference
every
is
day.
that I have NPCs and monsters attack you. In their game, Chris Perkins just attacks them
I see.
players.
Physically.
Physically at the table, yeah.
Yeah, they all play remote, but he can still get them.
with rods.
You roll the dice.
He's like,
You roll those dice.
I've got people at your home. So, Kithris, so you've seen this. You're assessing in your mind. Is there
Got me. I'm sorry. All right.
you're going over your options from your somewhat at this point depleted spell options. You're considering the cosmic potential.
Right.
Obviously, there's many layers. You're thinking about how divinity intersects with the material plane, and of course with the laws of magic. You're trying to invent what you think might be a fourth type of matter.
It's a bad habit.
Yeah.
God.
Trying to quit.
And so a dagger finds its way into your back.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, the old back dag.
Wait,
Yes.
I've never done this before.
You got something good? You got a reaction?
Entropic ward.
Ooh.
Entropical ward.
Ooh, sorry.
Yeah, it's time to enjoy a
ward.
tropical ward. You've never seen a ward like
on,
this.
on an attack roll versus me, I grant it disadvantage.
Ooh.
And if that roll fails, then I get advantage on next attack roll, which I think is versus whatever attack.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
think
yeah.
just in general.
Of course. So basically, so if it hit, I need to roll again.
Yes. I don't know. Yeah, because it's disadvantage.
Did you get disadvantage?
So I assume you hit me.
And I need to get the, there you go. I was like, well, I already hit. It's like, oh, no, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not like advantage. Ha. No. If this
yes.
next one, you take the worst of the two. All right.
Yes, correct.
Disadvantage.
All right, so the first one, what's your AC? The first one was a 16.
16. So
Okay.
that one did hit.
Yeah. Oh, that's even better than the other one.
All right.
Okay.
My tropical ward goes up, and that
Hawaiian shirt.
and that
Hawaiian
beach
shirt.
scent.
Hawaiian shirt? No, and it's like it's like inside Legati's mesh of teeth is one of the coconut frilly drinks.
Oh, yeah, with the umbrella.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So it's like-
Coconuts.
Yeah.
The only mammal that Dinar trusts and likes.
Why?
Coconuts are the only mammal he likes.
They produce milk. They're covered in fur. This is a joke we had earlier.
So how much damage do I take?
Found its way to the table.
That is 10 points.
Okay. Ooh. Yeah, and Cathris, he's not feeling that good. after
And
that.
it's two expert stabs, and then as you feel that from behind, you can see another one of these honor guard approach you from the front as the other has you from behind, so to speak.
I want to see that
Oh,
fan.
yeah.
womp, 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 womp.
Oh, my boy.
Shadow Council, may my labors please you. Of course, DM Daddy has offered you a boon. Is the floaty thing next? Oh. We'll plug it in for table talk. But you won't believe this sorcerous mechanism. You won't believe you can own it in your own home. Thanks to Elderwood Library, okay. Now,
Can they see it?
I'm not going to save you this time.
I drink that virgin colada. Take a deep pull from Legati's mouth.
It's floating.
There it is. So they can see it.
Look at it float.
oh, okay. I was like, no, you plug it in and then you put the magnets.
I
You don't
understand.
just, it isn't floaty because someone
You're pointing at
holds it.
something off screen, is what I'm saying.
Oh, I guess that's true.
It's really cool.
That's quite
It's
real.
great.
You're gonna like it.
You'll see it
You're
later.
gonna love it.
You're gonna like the way it looks. All right. That is another 10 points of damage.
Okay.
Is that it for you?
I'm clinging. Nope, not quite. Not quite.
Yeah, it should have been way, way worse.
I'm not feeling too good right now.
It should have been way, way worse. So you connect with Brahma via this ancient EPA magic.
Yes.
Oh, wait, whose turn is it?
It's still the enemy's turn.
Oh, okay.
Well, I've got lots of turns.
Oh, all right. I was like, okay. I got stuff I got to do. I'm gonna only be a dragon for like a minute longer. I'm gonna get this in.
Hey,
Okay, because you need to heal everybody.
I know.
yeah, you got to get out just so you can perform your task as a paladin. I see. I didn't mean to inconvenience you.
No, that's fine.
He's
Okay.
only
keep
it's only
killing
because he only
everyone.
has like 10 hit points left. It's not because he wants to care for us. Let's be real.
Be a dragon. If he was 75, he would not be healing anyone.
Exactly.
Jerry, tell me what doom.
Oh no. So she continues to pull back on this string,
Yeah, I got it.
and its mechanism is such that it is just continuing to tighten.
Cruel.
Cool.
4.
That's it?
Yeah. Well, I didn't roll
Tempting
it.
fate.
I didn't roll as well this time. I wish that I had.
What was the ace? What was the attack?
What was the AC in the attack?
How'd you know it hit?
Because it was 18.
All right.
It's a soft, exposed neck.
I ask.
It's a strength
If I
check.
need
It's already there. It's just a.
I know about numbers.
So
you know.
Brahma's choking you out with a lute string? Is that what's going on here?
Not the first time. Yeah.
Oh.
Say the context is so different.
The context is very different. Yeah. This
Yeah,
is
exactly.
Not,
Matters, yeah.
yeah, this is not in the good way.
Yeah, and you can see you can see up close now the scar underneath the hair on the left, and it's in the geography of her face. You're trying to find some one of the things you remember,
And
and
yeah.
it's just you can't find her in there.
Oof.
Rosie Beestinger.
Yeah. So I have advantage on everybody here, and she's still on Walnut. So Rosie's gonna have to keep on her, and
Tender, it's plump
I get
nut.
advantage on all of these because of fairy fire. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so that's gonna be a 25.
Don't need it.
That's gonna be a 21. That is gonna be an 18, and that will be a 17. So I think the first 3 I'll hit, right? She's going to need to do 3 con saves for my stunning strikes, and I will also roll damage.
Really bee stinger.
Yeah, she doing it.
And 3 beam.
And what was the con?
13.
Okay. I am still not stunned.
Okay, 24 points of damage.
That's quite good.
She's mad. She's real mad about it. And
It's
she
like
is trying to
no,
target-
and you're connecting. Like these are connecting hard, but whatever is happening between these two appears to be taking place out of time.
Rosie is attacking the hands too that are restraining Walnut. She's trying to get Brahma to give up her grip on Walnut because she can see that she's getting choked out.
He's trying to get to
the
prise them apart.
The staff is going for like the tender parts of the hands
Yeah.
to try to rattle her loose.
Only the juiciest
yeah,
portions.
of course.
Let's see, Denier Blortzen.
There you go.
Hey, finally. It's the last time you'll have to say it. All right, so Denier's almost dead. All right. Here's what he wants to do.
No, in polymorph.
He'll die and then just go back to full health Dinar.
Correct?
Yeah. It's like your wild shape, right?
It's like wild shape.
Yeah. And Walnut told him that. So he's going to play a little fast and loose because of this. So here's how he pictures what he wants to do in his head. And then we'll roll and see if he does it. He wants it to be super anime. So I want to alt again at the altar. I want to alt
the altar.
I want it to be AAFIH.
Anime as fucking here. Yes.
We got there. We did it. He's going to go double wind scar
Yeah.
Whoa.
at the altar
Yeah.
and then fly his giant body into it as well.
Yes!
And then as he connects and breaks it and does what he wants, then he's going to turn back into Dinar and roll and then stand up super
The
badass.
aristocrat.
Yes. Yeah. The prestige.
Well, this sounds pretty dope.
That's
to
what
me.
he wants.
This sounds pretty dope to me.
So tell me how many I have to spend to make that happen.
He already charged you.
Yeah. All right, then it did.
I already charged you for the first 2.
Game over. Good game, guys.
Yeah.
That was a good
All right.
game.
Yeah, that's what he wants to do. And then if he can direct how far his body slides as it's turning back into, I want to try to get over to you guys.
Yeah.
Just try to take one last
There's
swipe at that altar before
there's two
distinct.
scenarios.
Yeah.
Cathris is in classic Cathris fashion, trying to assess the cosmic scenario here. This is
between 2 dudes.
yeah. This is a separate sitch over here.
Wobbly H.
So where are you gonna end up? With
I want to
these
end up near
peeps?
Brahma.
Okay.
I liked it. I think I got that.
Yeah, I got it.
But I gotta be careful because they're both stabbing me with their daggers.
Stabbing dragons.
Yeah.
I love that. I love their first album. All right. Okay. Yeah. So there is now an active. There is a crack through which this material is freely flowing now from the side of it. The once majestic, immaculate sculptures on the left. One of the heads is completely broken off. And this material is beginning to pool over on the left side of this massive summoning circle.
Nice.
So now you want to try to land in some way. You're just trying to crush.
He wanted to shoot these beams and then fly in their wake behind him. So as like they hit, then like just kamikaze plane.
with
Just
your
wanted
head?
to crash into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like whatever. He's gonna end up full health when he turns back to himself.
So we'll have you deliver these 2 hits, sail behind it, and then as you connect, like with your whole body, and break off one of these heads, your draconic body begins to roll
and then
stumble, and then you. So how cool or funny do you want the actual ending to be?
Dinar wants it to be cool, whether it ends up.
Here.
In his mind, it's awesome. It's like this giant dragon rolling and then slowly getting smaller, and then he stands up.
In this
Let's
game,
see how cool it is.
And then he stands up.
We roll dice to determine it. Now, so in this case, we're talking about an athletics or acrobatics.
For Dinar?
Yeah.
Okay.
For you personally.
Yeah, for Ryan. All right, well, my athletics are low. All right. Dinar's are very high.
That's great for you.
There you go.
Oof, a doof. What is the pose?
16 plus 6.
So it's the landing. The landing is hard.
Yeah.
And so there's multiple bounces until you're able to bring yourself to a stop.
Yeah, and then he wants to roll and then finish in a standing position. Just roll, 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 tumble, stand up. Very Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
Nice.
Who's in front of you?
Wink to my guy. Hey, and you're like, that was awesome. Wow. Who's in front of me? I want to land.
If you're with your people over here,
I want to land as close to these two
some Brahma,
and Brahma
scenarios.
Yeah, that's where I want to be. So, right there in
That's
the mix.
the coolest turn ever.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
It's
that
pretty
was
nice.
excellent.
It's pretty nice. Now,
Dead boy.
Kithra Straub.
You're finally going to get that
Yeah, you're gonna get what you wanted.
dearly wanted.
Now, I saw that. I saw when Brahma took damage, I saw the dragon's
The slice.
neck get sliced, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, because you're paying perhaps too close an attention to this altar at this point.
Yeah. So now I want to throw dissonant whispers.
Now's the time.
All I can muster is a whisper at this point with the health that I got left. Gosh, what's a good whisper for this unkind duplicate? What was your last thing that you said?
I said there are many others. There is none like me, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it works.
She's special. Gotta have some of your attention.
Was that the Pretenders? I sing the entire song. Pretenders. Can I use my arms?
Go use
Use my legs. Can I use my sausage? I
Style.
don't know what that is.
Gonna use my senses.
Senses.
Gonna use my fingers.
Can I use my imagination?
Yeah, but you whisper the whole thing.
Distantly.
That would be pretty creepy.
I will use my eyes.
Especially because that song hasn't been invented.
Right.
It'd just be weird.
He's
So-
inventing it right now.
That is a wisdom save versus 15.
Very good. I succeed.
You succeed. Okay, but you still will take 3d6.
Dang.
You do not have to run away. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so that's 6 and that'll be 10 total. And then I will, as my bonus, I'm going to Misty Step. How far away is the crew? I just saw Dinar roll out as well.
Yeah, so they're maybe 20 feet away from you over on the other side of this circle.
Yeah. I want to hop back over behind their ranks so I'm not being beset upon.
But moving over there would give these two an opportunity to.
Would it?
Even
Misty
with
Step?
Misty Step?
Oh, Misty Step's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not running over there. Yeah.
We're all like,
Excuse me.
Please don't stab me. Please don't stab me. I asked you not to. I asked you not to.
Misty Step. And they're like, all right. He's Misty Stepping.
He called no tag backs.
We
So
don't get him. Okay.
What delight.
I'm ready.
All right. Walnut on grass.
So now I've actually seen the scar on her head, and I'm being choked out, and I'm slowly dying.
How dying are you? 11?
None of your beeswax.
I can see.
Yeah, that's 11. 11. And I say, what did they do to you?
What did they do to you?
I say, what did they do to you?
Perfected me.
I would like you to make a.
Love roll.
I love those.
I would like. Okay, wait, no. Perfected me. And I say, you were perfect,
That's great.
and now you're this. And I would like you to make a DC 17 spellcasting ability check.
Jesus, that's really good.
Yum.
Please do that.
Against what? Top secret?
It doesn't. It doesn't say.
Your spellcasting ability, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I'm just saying, like, what spell is it?
With
I was.
is it-
I was trying to save it so that it would be a
No,
surprise.
I love this too. I'm just saying, I just wanted to make sure that I assessed it correctly.
Yeah.
And I hadn't, like, spaced out or
sure.
something.
No,
which
no.
does happen from time to time.
So be a 17.
No.
That is dispel magic. Does that do anything?
That's awesome.
I know, right? God,
That's
I love
really
her. I love her so much, Jerry.
That's really
It does not.
No, you die. Actually, no, it dispels your own magic. Now you're not. Now you're a doll. Now you're a stupid baby doll. No. So here's
Any moment of clarity?
no. She. There's no facial change, but the string loosens completely. So she is. All the body language is the same. Only a very, very close observer would note this. Would note what had happened.
Do I see it?
If you roll a perception check and it's good, you do.
Please roll a good perception.
If you roll a
check.
perception check and you don't, then you suck and are
I'll
bad.
take advantage.
You see the opposite. You see a titan.
15.
You're so mad.
15? It's terrible.
It is not.
I know perfectly well that it's good. That's a reasonable difficulty in this game.
It's a three
No,
fourths.
you can
Three
see
out of
it,
four.
but not from Brahma's side. You see that she has relaxed, and you can hear the breath.
Oh, good. Okay.
You can hear the breath go in.
Yeah, and I stop attacking.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then under her, so now it's their turn.
Yeah, go ahead.
Right. So these two, so their daggers are going in, and they go into no place. Like they had everything lined up to finish Cthulhu's Drow.
No, their daggers, they go,
Exactly.
and so they right in their own dick.
That's the no place.
Exactly. It's the nega place.
The no-no place.
And so they turn quickly. Like these are their faces are completely enshrouded. They have a specific task here, and it involves not being seen. And they rush from their place. The first halfway to you just throws a dagger from where he is. 17?
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
It's not a lot. It's not a lot of damage, but
Don't worry.
It's not a lot to take.
It ain't take much.
I got him.
you got it?
Okay.
Huh?
Not the.
Is he close enough to me?
I am at this point.
He is. He's right by you.
Is he
would
within
be.
10 feet? Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, then I can tank it.
Oh, good. Okay.
You're here. Yeah. So go ahead and take 5 points of damage. It's 4 plus 1.
Take 50 points
Should
of
have waited till he
damage.
said it.
Exactly. So how does it look? Like, so that dagger comes over, and then
It just sticks right in Cthulhu's back, and he doesn't even notice. And then I just go, ow! Ah!
exactly.
Right under the shoulder blade.
Oh my god.
So the other two, or the other, his fellow, waits until he is upon you to dispense his misery. 17.
Does he invite opportunity attacks from everybody else since he's walking past everyone?
No, getting to you.
Yeah.
If he tries to leave here, he's
Oh, I see.
Julienne.
I see.
But he can enter the fight. That's okay. That's according to the Rogue's Charter. That's an acceptable mechanism.
You may enter the fight.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm coming in. I'm gonna be coming in. Hold on.
So this is
They're yelling Misty Step. as they
11
come over
points.
too.
God damn it!
All right.
I'd rather just let him take this one.
Healing for the
Because he's
team.
gonna die, just heal him back.
That's true.
It's quicker than it's
He
better
only
probably.
takes 2. Net damage is only 2 points for him.
I know this is like 9 points of healing.
It makes sense. Yeah.
I'll keep you alive so your turn is useful. I don't know.
Well, we know that's not gonna happen.
I know. Yeah, so I'll
You
take it.
eat that one too?
Yeah, I ate that one too.
How does
I like to think
you
that
have to give me the dinar response.
I'm just like bowled over, just in pain constantly, and Cthulhu is just like oblivious, or no, even better, he's like, I'm immortal.
Damn it.
Nothing can hurt me.
Something about this cave. Something about this dragon.
I was like, I'm like bleeding.
the mystical properties of the right.
This silver liquid. Ouch! Ouch!
3 more points over here. You're just like experimenting now. Like, I don't feel this anymore.
Right. The one in my back, like I'm grinding it into my shoulder. You're like,
Brahma says, I wish that you had stayed.
I wish I had too.
The head just descends right down on Rosie Beestinger.
Ooh.
Just like from the sky down onto the Rosie
Won't be the
Beestinger.
first dragon mouth I've been in today.
Just every fucking 10 minutes.
Goddamn second of my life.
All right, 18 AC.
That'll hit.
Okay.
Grandmother.
Oh, man.
tank it.
I can only tank so much.
Hang on a second. This kind of there's another D10 for lightning. Oh. Okay. It's 29.
It's fine. I'll take it.
Good Lord.
So this just so as this basically electric cage closes around you, it just clamps down and then flings you away from the rest of the group. And then it clamps down on Dinar Blitzen.
All right.
A 2-clamp champ.
He gets a lot of clamps over here.
He gets 2 clamps.
That's a lot of clamps. So I got one mouth.
Hey!
It's got that multi-attack.
It's true. 26 points.
The 2 little side clamps. Cripes.
Where does that send you?
Humana. How come you didn't ask my AC?
It's 18, right? I mean, I can see it from here.
Yeah.
Stop looking at our sheets.
Yeah.
Jeez, Daddy.
I liked it better when I got to see her roll.
Hey, Shadow Council, may our labors please you. We have to go to our break, I guess.
Oh.
So we're going to do that. And then, but it's going to be quick. And then you can come back and then we'll figure out what happened. It'll be cool. See ya. All right. After this bite, the dragon rears back. And as I've said, its face is just pocked with these strange holes. It looks unfinished in some way. Oh. Hello, I'm Jeffrey K. Horkins.
Yeah.
And this is Test Teams. I'm sorry, I got super excited. Right, so anyway, Blue Dragon. And it says, I always wondered where you had hidden Vars. And this idiot boy?
Says that to me?
To you. It says, excellent. Simply excellent. Better than I expected, to be sure. I could never find your spark on any plane I sought it. Clever boy.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Now, you have thought about it. You think that that's weird. They were talking about the idea that Vars Malus had died. There's things about the trial you don't remember. You think that there is such a thing as a dinar blitzen. You're deeply invested in the concept.
Yeah.
This is a very, very strange thing to hear. Brahma looks at you and pulls you closer and says, I know you have no reason to trust me. This is low beneath teeth. But she says, let this happen.
I do.
She begins to pluck the strings of her war lute, and you feel your will disappear. And she says, Great Mother, have I not brought you an epic feast? And you feel yourself stutter stepping toward this gout of silver fluid at the base of it. And you raise Foremother to your own throat and then turn it so that the back of the blade is at your lips, and you feel your mouth say, Mother of mothers, you are my mother. And the energy that flows through you grants you Myaliki's vigor, an ancient power, a power such that what the blade grants you is yours again, the ability to become the Nemazir form. Now, at that same moment, I would be willing, Dinar Blitzen, or no longer Denier,
No longer Denier, he's Dinar.
for the low, low price of 9 charges, I will grant you the ability to investigate this strange feeling.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's
Do it.
it's becoming a man?
Do it.
Yeah, well, yeah, obviously, yeah.
Do it. Yes, 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 yes.
Drain him
Drain
out.
him, drain him, drain him.
Love it.
Oh, man.
What is it? What is it?
It's this ancient copper dragon.
Stop reading my stuff. Secret. What am I reading?
That is... So imagine that almost like an origami shape. Imagine that the friend that you know is Dinar Blitzen, every scale, every gesture, imagine that enfolded inside of it is another creature whose dimensions don't seem quite at home in the prime material plane. So imagine, and it happens so fast that you need to move out of the way. It doesn't appear to be something that is under Dinar Blitzen's absolute control. And in only a few moments, there are shrieks of terror that fill the entire cavern. And there is something before this altar that is in every way the equal of this dragon.
Nice. Happy birthday.
Yeah, wow. So he turns into Vars Malus or some iteration of him?
He becomes the glittering dragon Vars Malus.
Oh, jeez. Is he still himself, or is he...
You are Dinar Blitzen,
Okay.
but you know a lot more. And
Okay.
you also know that being Dinar Blitzen was a very, very good idea.
Man, this is crazy.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude.
Merry Christmas.
Well, then...
And you said that dragons go first?
Yeah, that's the,
Oh my God, that's the rule.
yeah, that's the rule. So is it my turn?
Yeah.
Oh, we're just gonna... Well, then in...
So lamentations
yeah,
throughout, like disbelief
this is a lot to
throughout
take in.
throughout the entire thing, and that's important
Yeah.
I want you to sit with that emotion, because that is almost certainly the truth of it.
Yeah.
There's other sounds now in the cavern as well. You can see with your eyes, although it would be much more difficult for anyone else in the party to see. You can see that there are now people coming down into the cavern, and not one or two. You can see with your own eyes. You can see Marvin from the new Ironbark Inn, just north. It's the first place you'd stop if you were coming from Westbridge to Red Larch. Just right there on the right. Home to halflings, of course.
Disappointment.
Gentle snacks. A disappointment temporarily, certainly.
He's redeemed himself.
He's done his best, and he keeps the gems coming.
He sure does.
So you can see that he and a number of other halflings are now boiling down below the surface and engaging in open battle with the cult.
Oh.
My brave kid.
You can see Welver coming down, and he has a massive hammer. And you've seen him swing this to fix carts, and he is now repairing the wrongs that have been wrought beneath the city of Red Larch.
What's happening to the
Understand that in your draconic senses,
Yeah.
you can perceive all of this simultaneously. It requires no effort
Yeah.
to look in two completely separate places at once, come up with what that means to you, and then still act.
How is the Tiamat dragon head reacting
Just
to all this?
disbelief.
Yeah.
Like it's writhing in this damaged altar,
Yeah.
almost like it's trying to escape, or it's either trying to get all the way out or get all the way in. Whatever it's trying to do, it does not have the capacity to do it at this time. It's impossible to tell which one it is. You can take your time.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot this
Oh, I know.
big boy can do now.
Here,
He can multi-attack too. He can do a lot. He would.
Can I get some, I'm sorry to ask this of you, but I would love some, Vars Melis roleplay from you.
I know. Well, that's
he's
the
gonna-
thing,
he's
right?
gonna- he's
Because
gonna give it
this
to you.
wasn't a thing that I specifically wanted to get into, like yours. Yours was supposed to be something you were gonna discover. So I've intentionally walled this off from my thought process, because I was I want to see what I get. So I think he would.
You know some stuff.
Some stuff, yeah. So
I'm so confused right now.
he would. So Vars Melis is the god that Dinar prayed to,
And Jannar.
and Jannar in general.
He's a dragon.
He's a dragon
Okay.
god, yeah.
Okay.
To hear them tell it, he's the best of all of them, but also, there's, untrustworthy narrator. Just where he ranks in the whole pantheon is debatable, but that's their deity. And then Dinar was looking for him, and now he's found him in himself in a very Naruto-y fashion, which I'm loving. With ascended godhood, I think a lot of his focus would be on Tiamat, another godly dragon. So I think he would boast. He would say something to the you. Yay! Because they were talking shit like he was
kinds of
dead
shit,
and all that.
yeah.
Yeah. So he's like, if you question my glory, let me show you my resplendence.
Nice, dude. Nice, Ryan.
That's what we're
want
talking about.
to-
This is the good stuff.
He gets 3 attacks.
He does indeed.
He has frightful presence too. There's so much to read here.
Frightful presence is
Just consistent. Each creature of the dragon's choice that is within 120 feet must succeed on a DC 19 Wisdom saving throw, or they're frightened of him.
That's a big one.
Yeah, and I mean that's everyone within 120 feet. I could just scare
exactly.
the room.
Well, yeah,
I could scare the room out.
Exactly, but you can typically use your frightful presence and then make your multi attack.
Well, it says
So it's totally
multi-attack.
separate,
The
right?
dragon can use frightful presence, and then it makes 3 attacks.
Yeah, exactly. So even now, the rest who had by now tried to, they are definitely committed to the bit here.
Yeah.
When it comes to polishing this circle, I mean, a lot is going on, and they're still really focusing on that. So they are prostrating themselves before the glittering dragon, Varus Malus. Like they are kneeling down and bowing in this fluid, and each time the hands come up, there's just less of them.
Oh man, they switch sides that quickly.
And well, it's a magical presence.
Yeah.
And Tiamat is just shrieking at this. No! Reaches over, grabs one, flings it into the air, grabs another one, throws it into the back of the cavern. And all while this is happening, Red Larch is engaged in open war with the cult below the earth.
Yeah, and then I will have Varus Malus leap at this Tiamat head. I want to take 2 claw strikes, I think. I think that'd be cool. Just come in and... No, I want to bite first.
Yeah.
I want to do a bite.
You get them all.
Bite then.
Do a bite.
I want to do a bite.
Where are you biting?
Bite it open.
The neck.
Yeah.
Now you gotta...
Underneath the head.
Oh, yeah, get up under that mandible.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I want
it's
to do
about that, and then it's those rear
I want to do
claws.
a bite and then a claw.
Do it.
And then I want to finish off with some breath.
What do you think it is plus what to hit, if you had to guess?
13?
15.
Oh.
I'm gonna take advantage. You got something.
You got
Oh, I got advantage now? Oh, jeez. All right, well, yeah, I'll take advantage.
Okay.
Oh, all right,
Good.
4 plus 15, so 19 on the bite.
Yeah, did you roll 4 both times?
Oh, no, that was just for the bite.
Okay.
Does
Yeah,
it
that hits. Yeah,
Okay.
that hits this
2d10 plus
dilapidated
8.
version of this head of Tiamat. Yes.
My 10, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
2, 7. So what did I say? Plus 8? 15. Right?
Yeah. From
Oh, I had 9 plus 8. Sorry, yeah.
from one bite.
Yep.
And now 2 claws?
And then I want to do a claw, but I want to do breath too. I'll do the claw next.
My understanding is that the multi attack that's what you're doing.
Oh, is it just
Yeah,
melee?
The breath is a separate ability,
separate-
but
separate
you got it
attack.
though.
I think 2 claws is still good.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
And you're taking another advantage?
Yeah.
Okay.
What was my first number?
That was another 4.
Oh, right. All right.
See,
So
still
19
hit.
again.
Yeah,
All right.
19 is what you need. So it turned out okay.
1, 2, plus 8, so 11, and then
Oh, there you go.
No,
Hey,
there we
much
go.
better.
There we go. I got it. 2, 11. So 11 again.
Well, listen, you
Still.
haven't been a dragon for very long.
No, I know. We can write it off like that.
39 points of damage.
Yeah.
We see they
With
use
I
just
feel like I
melee.
left some damage on the table.
It's all right.
Calm
I think
down.
most of your
Well, the
most of
lightning
your
breath,
damage comes from those
the lightning
bonuses.
breath is single use unless you recharge. So it's like
Yeah.
it isn't like you can do that every turn, right?
I want to show you what real acid breath looks like.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, we have to do it just because it would be great. So even now, down below the earth, the blade words and the Nemazir tree form are available to you.
Yeah, so when I feel that power surging through me, I will immediately take the form, my treant form.
Can you tell me what that looks like?
I think it starts at the feet, and its roots, and they grow up.
Oh, like
And-
over walnut?
Like it like raises her up, and then she becomes like encapsulated in it.
That's pretty great.
And then she is this tree, and like the only thing that is like similar is that you can tell the likeness in the eyes, but like the eyes glow.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna walk up to the altar, which I believe is an object or a structure.
Oh yes. You're gonna start beating the shit out of it?
Use my siege monster ability and do a multi attack. So I'm gonna go for slam, and I'm gonna take advantage on both of these hits. So that was
Good
a 4.
call.
Oh God, that was a 10.
Well, luckily it's a stationary target.
Right. It's a and a 21.
Yeah, we're just trying to figure out if you get bonus damage or if somebody gets something cool.
Okay, right. And then which are my 10s? These are my 10s. So 6 plus 3, so that's a 9 times 2 is 18.
Nice.
And then 3, 6, 12.
Okay. So a massive gout of this silvery fluid just pours out over you.
Sure, I'm sure that sucks.
Well, it's awful. You take 6 points of damage, and you have disadvantage on your next attacks. But you can see the work, and you know that you are smashing this thing
Okay.
in half. But these gouts of this fluid are, whatever it is not natural to this world. Here comes some big bites. Oh God, it misses Walnut.
Yeah.
So the head reaches down and tries to miss, and basically like a chicken, almost like trying to get a seed.
I bend like a tree in the wind.
Just, or it could be like the slam away.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it turns. Oh my God! And then it completely misses. Like it's just like the wherever it strikes, Vars Malus is not.
Yeah.
And it's like you can see in the shining copper of the back and belly scales, you can see 100 Tiamats just fruitlessly snapping at the air.
When it snaps at her, I say, "Your fight is with me.
Becomes somebody your
Yeah.
own size.
Your quarrel is here now, friend."
Rosy Beatfinger.
Yeah, I'm just like normal. I don't have anything.
No, you're just
The two of you are just like,
Like, all right, we got this. Yeah,
No.
I think Rosie would see this Vars Malus transformation.
dude. There's so many cool like.
I know there's
Vars
a lot.
Malus is
second
basically.
dragon today.
I know that's 2 whole dragons in one day. I think she would.
There's all kinds of opportunities here for cool shit.
Yeah, she would watch this transformation and see you like launch yourself at this monstrous thing, and she would know. She would say, in that way that old people do, she would say, "Oh boy, I knew you had it in you."
He's growing up.
Yeah, she knew that there was something special.
So how are you going to put this radically altered battlefield to use?
Okay, so what's Brahma doing? Don't like her yet.
Right now, Brahma, you're not obligated to. You think this has taken most of it out of her. She is on her side on the ground, just writhing in place.
And what are you doing? You're in rough shape.
Do you want to know what Cthulhu is doing right now?
Yeah.
Cthulhu is maybe for like one of the few times you've actually seen it is awestruck, and he is he's very badly hurt, and he is drawing the sign of the in his blood on the ground.
Oh, the
He
tetra?
thinks he's close.
He's drawing it over and over again, and he's saying, "There are gods in them. There are gods in them."
I love it.
Like,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So
That's so fucking tight.
I think then Rosie, seeing that you two seem to really have things under control, she's wise enough to know that her tiny body has no place in this fight, and she would shadow step over to you and say, "Not today, friend," and pick you up off the ground and start to drag you wherever she can find cover. Like that's her mission now.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry to disappoint you, but it's not going to happen today.
No, and I don't fight. There's no fight. I'm watching the both of them.
Oh, you're just being drugged away and you're just like watching it?
I'm
And
just
I have no
absorbing it.
healing, but I do have a little bit of medicine, so I can start to try to apply bandages, maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
You wanna-
This-
you wanna
this is all
take
real
that?
thing.
I'll take advantage on a medicine check.
Advantage.
That's going to be a 12.
Okay, so
I
you
can
can,
start
you can,
patching him up?
yeah, exactly. You can start patching him up.
Okay.
If he does take damage, there'll be advantage on death
Okay,
saves.
cool.
Okay.
And yeah, that's my turn. It's just trying to
Can
drag
you,
him.
Can you imagine like
That's really
these
sweet.
stretched out signs of the like as you're being drug away, like you're still doing it?
Yeah.
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 Can you imagine lanky, gangly Cthulhu over Rosie's shoulder. Just
Yes.
like,
Yeah, it's no problem. He
yeah.
weighs nothing.
Yeah.
I think it's actually she's got her arms, her tiny little arms hooked into his armpits, and
Oh,
she's
yeah,
dragging.
she's dragging.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
exactly.
right, yeah,
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Out
he
of-
probably weighs
out of the way.
$110 dripping wet.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
delightful.
And his hand is like splayed out, still doing the tetra.
That is a fucking amazing image. So is that your turn, Cthulhu Straub?
I think it is. I don't think there's anything I can add.
So you are being dragged. It's like the sense in your weakened, blood deprived state is that you're traveling through a kind of museum of mortality. You're moving from state change to state change. You're seeing spiritual conflict at the most epic scale. And now you are being dragged by Rosie into a fist fight and a common mortal meter
Right.
is now being played out as she drags you back away from this and now close to the battle that Red Larchers are having in this same space.
Yeah, you mentioned there are settlements, so I think Rosie would be trying to drag us behind some barrels or crates.
Oh,
or
yeah,
into a tent
there's
or something.
all kinds of room, especially in the chaos, and you can see people that you know, and in fact, you can see Prophetess Drawn down here as well.
I want your love.
And there are flashes of light all around her. She does not look her age.
Rosie drops Cthulhu. And she's like, I'm so sorry.
Vars Malus, the Glittering Dragon.
So I've got even more. There's so much to read here. I've got even more stuff I can do. So at the end of your turn, before it's my turn, just to get a little more actions in here, I have legendary actions. So I can do
Yeah.
one of 3 legendary actions.
You can do
one
this at the end of anybody's turn.
at the end of anyone's turn. I could have done it then, but anyway, just as long as it's not mine, I just wanted to get that in. So I'll do a wing attack. Well, this will eat up 2 of my 3 legendary actions, but Vars Malus beats his wings. Every creature within 15 feet must survive and must succeed a DC 23 Dex save, or take 2d6 plus 8 bludgeoning damage and be knocked prone.
Hell yeah.
But that
And then I get to fly.
but that includes
You nut.
Walnut on Grass.
Well,
I'm not saying that wouldn't happen.
is there
I think Vars Malus is the sort of creature that would do that.
being a tree?
Is your con high?
Can she root herself? It's not con, it's Dex.
Dex, I always say.
Now
I think
I can burrow 15 feet.
Nice. Well, it's 15 feet. It's a 15-foot radius, yeah?
Go.
Here. And you can do your legendary action after anybody's turn.
Yeah.
I would let her burrow then,
Okay.
and then do it here.
All right. Well, yeah. Okay. All right.
But what do you tell this mortal creature?
You have to tell me something.
Yeah, how do you tell this mortal creature
Well,
to accept your?
These are like god dragons.
Yeah.
And I would think
How would
Vars
Vars-
Malus is so dialed in.
How would he address just a tiny thing like
Well, they're
that?
definitely god dragons, but also, I mean, think about what
Yeah.
this allows, what it enables.
Oh my god.
Think about how many schemes within schemes Vars Malus has.
Yeah, that's true. I think in this instance, being reborn or
Yeah.
found or reconstituted or whatever, and then immediately facing off with Tiamat, he would
yeah.
not be focusing on
He's stunned.
the lessers
Hey,
around him.
that's
but
how it
there would
is.
be some loud boast that
Yeah.
would cue out
okay.
like some
Love it.
Hold out.
taste the rainbow. I don't know, something.
Now 15 feet of wing.
Now
attack.
wait for 50 feet. Wait for this 15 feet of bludgeoning damage and feel prepared to be knocked prone in my glory.
Sorry, Josh. I keep knocking my mic off.
All right. Well, then, if I'm just going to do my normal attacks,
Yeah, for this one.
how close are you?
Or your lightning. I mean, or your acid.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I mean,
Yeah.
that seems like its area. The breath is more targeted. I want to exhale a 90-foot cone of breath. I could target that to avoid.
Yeah.
All right. Then I'm not going to do acid breath. I'm going to do slowing breath because he's got all these fun toys. Each creature in the area must succeed on a DC 22 con save.
Wow.
On a failed save, that creature can't use reactions. Its speed is halved. It can't make more than one attack on its turn, which is a big one. In addition, it can use either an action or a bonus action on its turn, but not both. And it lasts for a minute.
Nice.
So I'm gonna.
It lasts for a minute.
The idea was that I was gonna knock him down, get up in the air, and then blast slow breath down at him.
Yum.
And then I'd be too far away, and he could only attack once. Couldn't hit me.
Yeah. So you're gonna give him the slow breath.
I'm gonna give him slow breath.
DC 22 con.
Yeah, DC 22 con save.
Here it comes. Con's good, but it's not that good.
Not gonna get there.
It's not that good. Just from somewhere else in your body, which is by now a legendary ancient weapon. This gas, this frigid toxic gas, is emitted, and you can see it. You can see this head writhing in place, trying to avoid it, but there's no escaping it.
Yeah.
A few puffs enter that twisted nostril, and you can tell already that in the lids of its eyes that it's begun to have an effect.
And Vars Malus would say, your arrogance knows no bounds, Tiamat, and you should take some time to think about what you've done.
Well, it's grass.
And smell the
So this,
roses.
so you got a couple different ways we can go here.
Yeah.
The mystic
takes off.
Yeah, up in the air.
Yeah.
The mystic apparatus that is at the base of this thing is in tatters. It is not. Things are not looking good for it. Just to give you an index, no doubt the artisan that fashioned it would be terrified to see the state that it's in now. The heads themselves are shattered and broken off. It's become mostly a commingled pool of these dark crystals just sort of floating in a like a mesh of this fluid that is clearly trying to hold itself in a shape.
So would I call it destroyed?
No, it's close.
It's close? Okay. So let me ask you this. Can I use one of my charges to nullify one of my disadvantages? Or am I just disadvantaged on these?
No, you can use charges to nullify disadvantage.
I would like to do that. And I'm going to attack it again. So 2 charges. Boop ba bop. Ooh, that's
Nice.
good. That's a
Solid.
23. Ooh, and 19. So let's try for some damage here.
God!
Wow.
Yum.
Damn it!
18.
19 times 2.
Jeez Louise.
38.
And 14 times 2.
My
28.
goodness.
28.
Wow, that's a lot.
66.
How does it feel?
Yes.
Dude, so you in one massive sweep, it's like a piano. Like in one massive sweep left, you knock off massive chunks of it, just exposing this welling, the way that like mercury can sort of stand in place. This now the shell that contained this is completely gone, and it is having a difficult time holding itself together.
So seeing that I've done this, I expect something to come out of it, and so this is where I start to burrow my roots in, expecting something to
Yum, yum,
come
yum.
at me.
And then you're just like under the ground, 15 feet.
I would imagine that my roots just start.
Yeah,
Like-
well, they go out, and then
Yeah.
they probably pull the rest of you down.
Oh, so I actually part of me goes under.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
interesting.
You just down into the ground.
Wow, that's gross.
That's really
Yeah.
gross.
So then I'll,
And
Take
now
another
you
legendary
Now I'm-
action.
yeah,
You're gonna wing
take to the
attack?
skies and wing attack and just kind of beat down.
So let me do the moment
Flavor.
right after. Yeah.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
want to do the moment
okay,
right after
sorry.
this so that she can see what happens. You pull yourself down under, and
Da-da-da.
this heavy liquid exists even underneath the ground. So you've pulled yourself down into this burning mass of it. And you can blink. We'll get to it. You blink your eyes in this place, but they're not mortal eyes. And you can see the rest of you can see the rest of these heads preparing to emerge.
Gross.
No.
So you pulled yourself down for safety, and you can see the rest of them just shrieking and like screaming at each other,
Yeah.
preparing to burst over the ground. All right, let's see some wing attacks.
Yeah, so I'm got a wingy dingy. this only target I see. 2d6 plus 8. And they have to make a 23 dex saving throw.
They don't.
All right, so this head is knocked prone.
Oh, yeah.
4 and 3. So 15.
Right, so you tell me what this looks like, and then I'll tell you what happens.
So he uses his slowing breath, and then after the Tiamat head gets hit some more, it's mostly a tactical thing. It's just he wants to. Farsmalis is trying to get above, so he can really bring the heat. So it's just more shit talking between dragon gods, and then something to the effect of let's see, every corny action line feels out of place, like at this scale. you know?
Yeah. What does Farsmalis maybe have like a grudge,
there's
match with
definitely a
Tiamat?
grudge.
Like they have a history, right? So
There's a grudge. I think there's a grudge, just like at this scale.
okay.
I think, and there's familiarity at this scale.
Yeah.
I
Right,
think
yeah.
that's the most part of it. I don't know the name
personal.
of it. I don't know. I also feel like he is a good. So I don't know how much shit he'd be talking. I think he would just show up and just start
Arrogant.
wailing.
Right.
Arrogant to a degree, but not like Dinar. Maybe the little bits of Dinar
That's what I was thinking.
are seeping in.
Yeah.
But he just takes this guy's and just puts a punishing wave of just air down.
Force.
Just a concussive, just fist of air. Just pushes the
Flattens.
Tiamat head down into the ground.
So the head, you can see the eyelids already lulling from the toxic slowing gas, and then you connect this head with a pulverizing wave of force from the wing beat, and it connects like a fist, and you see the head twist in midair, and you see the neck go slack. And Walnut, you can see what happens. That it was that force and that strength that was holding it between worlds. Ooh. And so you can see, you feel a rumble in the earth, and then you see that head drawn down straight through into the fluid, and the entire entity known as Tiamat that very few mortals have ever beheld. You can see it falling down from there into a kind of infinite mist, like falling down below you into another place.
Oh my God.
And this fluid begins to drain out. Imagine a dark bath. It begins to sort of drain out through this, and as you pull yourself up, all this fluid is just washing over you. 15. It's just wave after wave. All this fluid is being reclaimed by this portal. And so it's like each time you try to get up, another heavy wave of it knocks you down. And you look back and you can see Brahma sort of weakly, like holding her hands over her ears, because she was buffeted by the same pressure waves. All right, what do you do?
Are we still in initiative order?
Right now,
Oh.
it looks like this.
Okay. Who's between us?
Anybody that I want to be there.
Okay.
So you have pulled him out,
Yeah.
and now
Yeah.
there's an open battle. Is there any moment you would like to contribute
Yes.
here battle-wise,
Yes.
so that
Yes.
when these stories get told in the inn, your name comes up?
No. I guess the answer is no, because as soon as she secures Cathrissa's limp form,
Yeah.
she's going to shadow step back out to Brahma. And Brahma is in rough shape and on the ground. And Rosie would drag her as well.
That's big doings.
And the reason she's gonna drag Brahma, who's in rough shape, and she hisses in Brahma's ear. The only reason I'm not finishing you off is because you owe her answers.
Nice.
And drags her back.
So she is dragged back out. Now, Cthulhu. So you are, so for a moment, Cthulhu is left alone. Maybe his back up against a set of barrels. You can see what are apparently more or less successful incursions from the surface down into this place. How do you want to interact with these moments? I mean, this is like you're nearing the end of your mortality tour here. You feel like the denouement is approaching, and then of course there'll be a gift shop.
Well, then I will. So I see Rosie charge off and scoop up Brahma, and while you're returning,
Legati is deeply distressed by the perforated state of your husk.
it will hold, friend. Unfortunately, it always holds.
He chirps in a distressed way, and then dances quickly left and right in agitation.
Do I see anybody I recognize swinging? I saw Propha there.
Propha's out there. You can see Auspicia down here.
Auspicia.
Nice.
What's
She got a maul too?
But she has like a small, almost like a throwing hammer she's using as a melee weapon. Cool.
Oh, okay. Well, anybody that, if I see her down here.
The two of them are close.
Okay, I want to assist her. So let me just run it right back up to Toll the Dead. And I target whoever she's.
But seated, I love it.
Like
Just
laying on the ground.
Yeah.
That's very good.
Yeah. So whatever entity, I suppose. Maybe a
and they are deep. And they're in the middle of a fight. They're injured here. You want to take. I mean, they save against it, right?
Yeah, they save against it.
Some days they might. They don't save against it this time. So get your 12s.
And they're
Get your
injured,
12 out.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
Yeah. Ooh. How about a what is that? 13?
it's a 19. Sorry,
That's a
14.
14. 14. 14.
Propha is about to. She has her two-handed maul, and she has like actually got a little bit in the air to bring it down, and then her target just crumples and goes away, and then she looks over at you angrily.
Kill stealer.
That's all I can do.
Yeah, like
All the XP's over
exactly,
your head.
exactly. There's she immediately gets back into work. Where do we want to? So you're this foe. So you are now up above the air,
Yeah.
and you can feel this. You can feel this energy draining out, and you think that you'll have a few more moments, and there's almost a desperation in this other voice in your mind that says, "Not yet. Just a few more moments." And in a moment, you see that bizarre origami trick work in reverse, where you fold back up and you are now falling 60 feet
Wow.
through the air. And I'm curious what happens next.
It's going to be a 66 damage on that fall. So.
Yeah.
See, baby wizard.
Well, is Dinar conscious? Is
Yes.
he pass out?
100% conscious for now.
Then he would go.
Roll for it.
I'm falling. Rosie, help!
Rosie will come catch
Somebody help!
him. Can Rosie shadow step and catch him? He's a big boy.
He is.
Can you shadow form and catch him?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I would do something else.
Yeah, I could Gravimancy.
That might
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
That might work.
Yeah, I got those charges. Yeah.
Okay, cool. It's enough to kill him, so hey.
Oh, very good.
Let's go ahead and
not
do
do
it.
I
that.
don't go back to full health after I polymorph him back?
No.
Make that boat again.
I ascend to godhood and then I come back.
Yeah, it hurts.
Yeah, so I guess Rosie would pull Brahma over.
Yeah. What does it look
And
like?
as soon as she's got
It's
her,
like, run the hell!
she's got her like limp form near Kithris, and she sees you. And to your point, like her first instinct, she doesn't have time to think. So it's a boat. It's this, and you guys don't know this, but
Oh no, it's the shadow boat.
Yeah.
That Scythe taught her to make.
no, not that one, not that one. This takes the form of the spell jamming vessel from her.
Oh, when she was a baby.
From her
Yeah.
memory that she just got back, and she doesn't have time to stop it. Like this is a weird looking ship, but it sort of like cradles you in midair and comes, comes falling to the ground.
So gentle.
Yeah.
All this
You
backstory
can't
laden.
You can't tell what it looks like. Probably nobody's looking, but
Yeah.
it's just the
But
first thing that comes to
But
my
the
mind.
best part is that it's like a vessel for a halfling family.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
about the size of a dragonborn bedroll.
Yeah.
It just
like
catches him in
arms
midair.
hanging out
Yep.
over the sides.
It's
And then
even
it
got
just-
like a pillow.
And then it's like that Da Vinci ornithopter thing. It just kind of comes down in
Yeah.
a gentle spiral, and then nestles itself in Walnut's bows.
I would like to get out of the ground and pick up all my friends.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then tree stomp our way out of here.
I
You
would
can
like
just dump them out.
Dinar's in my bows. Like that's
Yeah.
just how it is. And then I would imagine put my hand down for Rosie to jump up on her own accord, and then get Kithris very very
Scoop them
gently,
up like noodles.
and then
And like hold and then or like place.
yeah, I then place
Like earrings.
Kithris. Yeah, place Kithris on her shoulder, Rosie and Kithris on her shoulder, and then very gently get Brahma.
Right. Two hands, two soft bows.
Two hands, yeah.
Absolutely. Even just in the last few moments, like the pallor seems to be gone. She's sort of whispering to herself in the bows.
She has like color returning to her.
Yeah, exactly. The scar is still red and hot, but the rest of her flesh is much more among the living in terms of its palletization. So this massive tree person stomping out. I mean, there are
I crush people on my
oh,
way out.
absolutely. There are acolytes everywhere, just crushed to the ground. You see that there are two dead wormlings in here. One of them was very low, as you'll recall, Dinar. Seriously, like 12 HP. So it was low, and they are even now. Anybody who hasn't been defeated, they are binding them together in groups, and so you're just stomping your way out from the base. You pass Propha, who gives the party a nod while she is down here administering healing and words of comfort to the people of Red Larch. You're able to emerge out here, and this particular exit, you arrive out in the storage room, the storage house that is adjacent to Welver's Hasty and Tasty. So that entrance goes to here. Well, you can do extra damage against structures.
Oh,
I mean, we got some time here if you want to fucking take shit apart.
I would love to. So I would like to walk up to this storage room, and I have one free hand, so I would love to take a swing at this. That's a 25, and that is a 23. And where did my die go? I keep putting them back.
Oh yeah, 'cause who needs 2d10, right?
She do.
Yeah, except for this girl.
17 times
shit.
2,
Oh my
34.
and a 15
Oof, I
times
do
2,
30.
so
So
30.
69?
I thought it was 62. They said 32.
Let's pretend it was the sex
It's a
number.
69.
69.
Guys,
Yes.
she's 69 minutes.
All right, so
32.
this this place was, as you recall from your Red Larch history, was at one point a jail, a prison.
Set him free.
It was
That's what I say.
it was used to store these weapons, and now it's a very straightforward proposition as to how they might have disappeared from there so quickly. The town itself, there's at least one other entrance in town that you saw people coming down from. Two massive swings just from this dense wooden club, a gift of natural rage from Meliki or Mayalike. And it just goes through the wall.
Yes.
Like through the corner of the wall, it goes down. Chunks of the ceiling are now falling and resting on top of your strong branches.
On Dinar.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's coming down. Yeah. There's chunks of wood, the occasional nail. You have a lot to think about
How much
right
do
now.
I take? Yeah.
Exactly. And then another swipe just clears out one of the supports, and half of it just falls right down. And then right through the window that you have made. In some ways you've increased the value.
Yeah.
Now it's a view property.
Exactly.
But the view that it has is that of Welver's Hasty and Tasty.
How do we feel about that?
I think he doesn't belong in Red Larch. I think he opened this door.
So I want to knock on the side of the building.
And Rosie's going to whisper to you,
Yeah.
let me do the talking.
Okay. And I go, bruh. So you know what I'll do is with my other free hand, I'll take Rosie and put her up to the
window?
The window.
Sure. So you stand at your full height
Yeah.
in this small window, and you look inside, and you see Welver talking to a thoroughly roughed up Galabast.
Oh.
And so you sat down. You're prepped. You're ready to go.
Yeah.
And Welver says, "God damn you! God's damn you, son!"
I'm not going to interrupt that. That's a dad son moment. Rosie.
Right.
Rosie's just going to listen for a second.
Yeah.
See if Welver can handle the situation
Yeah.
himself.
He says, "On your mother's grave."
Yikers.
And he grabs a chair and lifts it over his head and brings it down.
And
And Galabast is hurt quite badly.
Rosie turns back to Walnut and goes,
He holds his, you can see him hold his hand to his mouth and then pull his hand away and like look at something that is in it.
Huh.
And then wipe his hand on the ground.
Could be anything.
could be
even
what
be
these-
blood.
Yeah, maybe a dagger in there. Probably smuggle them in there. Who knows?
And then Welver takes note of you.
And I wave. And
He gives you the nod.
yeah, seems like you have things well in hand here. I believe we were going to deliver a similar message to your son, but looks like you have things under control. Am I right?
It's right in the window.
Yeah. No, I'm leaning in the window.
Yeah.
little tree hand under me.
Now I feel bad
Yeah.
about
He
the
nods.
situation.
He nods. There's a few keystones out on the tables in here, and he takes one of them and unceremoniously drops it on his son.
God, yes.
Thumbs up from Rosie.
Yeah, exactly. The last Stone's Day is tomorrow.
Yeah.
It could have been the last Stone's Day, but something happened. A group of people from the town, wrote a different kind of story. After this holiday, there is one change that travelers do make a note of. They never know if it's true or not, but the sign, at least from the south, now reads Red Larch, the town that beat the dragon. Thank you so much. C-Team, back at it again. One more episode in this season. I hope you have enjoyed this surprise finale.
This was my favorite episode that we've ever had.
Beforehand. It is, as always, our great pleasure to serve you. I hope that you will stick around for some table talk after this. We're going to go grab a beverage. We might go potty. Who knows? Who knows what it's going to be?
Maybe both.
But
You know.
Listen, porque no los both. So in any event, don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.